Okay, Sam, you've had a few moments to look at this. What are your thoughts?
Well, thanks to Michael, I'm having the opportunity to see this very intriguing ruins. We do not have megalithic stones, huge megalithic blocks. However, we have a lot of flat pieces which were most probably they had to be shaped, brought, installed here. So this was a huge construction undertaking if it was done manually. Manually is one of the options. However, what we have here is intriguing because, like Michael said, from the study from 80 years back, they concluded there are no entrances, no windows, so it was totally different concept than what we have today for something which would have defensive or similar purposes. So when it comes to purpose, this really has a big question mark. What I was doing in the previous few minutes, I was calculating the walls, and what I calculated roughly, outside we have about 167 meters circumference, 167. The thickness is going up to 1 meter and the height up to 2.5 meters. Of course, what we are looking at today, it's not the original size, so I would say one section there is most probably close to the original size. But even if we use only 2.5 meters, what we are getting with the calculation is about 417 cubic meters. When you take a specific weight of 2.2, we are getting the 918 tons just to build the outside wall. 918 tons.
918 tons of stone to build the outside walls, not the internal walls.
No, internal walls, I've done some calculations also.
Just turn this way into the sun a bit.
We have about 280 meters long walls, 280 meters. However, these are a little bit smaller in height. This is what we have today. So if we take, let's say, up to 2 meters, because this is not really the base, we go a little bit deeper than this. Here we can see the stone. So 560 cubic meters for internal structure, or 1100 tons. So total, the outside and inside, it's more than 2,000 tons. Now 2,000 tons, it is really a formidable amount. In order to move 2,000 tons, to shape it, to install it, you need to have a social organization. Now we are not talking tribes doing something because they had nothing else to do. We are talking about very specific goal.
Yeah, exactly. A planned action, not migrating tribes.
They did have a master plan here. Why would they do something like this?
Yeah.
Considering the fact that this was not the place used for living, people, you would expect that tribal people would put so much effort to build their buildings. No, it's not the case. It's something that has nothing to do with the basic needs. This is something which is very advanced. It can be spiritual, it can be calendar, it can be astronomical features, it can be energy features, but in any case, the tribal level does not have resources or time or knowledge or engineering skills to do something like this. So I would say this was something more advanced, and since this is not the only case, the matter of fact, the story just starts from here. Then we have not thousands, not tens of thousands, but most probably hundreds of thousands, if it is maybe even more than that. Now it's telling me very advanced civilization. And how can you explain very advanced civilization? No way. We cannot really decide what they wanted to do. We can do some measurements, and if we, for example, notice that some change in energy properties, different electromagnetic fields, different ultrasound or infrasound, and here obviously yes, there is a little change. I was checking the magnetic field. The outside was lower, inside was over 70 nanotesla. Rarely you can find it anywhere in the world. Usually it is from 20 to 70, here's about 75 nanotesla. So obviously for me, it had something to do with the energy. If, for example, you amplify the energy, it means that it is built above some energy potent places, some energy resources below us. us. So if they wanted to amplify the energy, then location was very important. And once you have some extra energy, you can use it for different purposes. It can be communication, it can be healing, it can be improvement of the water structure or food or anything else.
Awesome. So that's a very basic introduction after about 5 minutes of walking around. And I think Sam very professionally put his finger right on the pulse of what we've got here. I think he's already aware of what goes on here, but he's always very careful with his pronouncements. So I look forward to sharing more with him, and especially some of the measurements that we've taken here over the last 2 weeks as well. And until next time, Sam Osmanagic, Michael Tillinger from the Stone Circle Ruins of South Africa, Waterval Boven, Mpumalanga Province. Till next time.